You don't know the mystery behind fasting until you engage the power of fasting. Fasting is a force. It's a force that the enemy is preventing a lot of people to activate. You don't know what fasting can do in your life until you engage it. You don't know the impact of fasting until you engage it. I was talking to somebody and the person said, Pastor, if not for the fasting and prayer that has gone ahead, my life would have been something else. Your tummy would tell you you would die. But it's a lie. You won't die. You see, when you don't train your body to reject food, sometimes you might be propelled to fast when you don't have the strength. Sometimes you fast and don't know why you are fasting. You pray and pray and pray. You don't know why you are praying. But one day, you will have no strength to pray. You have no stamina to fast. Then, the angels who have been assigned to watch over prayer and fasting will open your account and start making withdrawal on your behalf. When we ask people to fast and pray, they think it is just one of those spiritual exercises that people do to lazy around. It is not. Jesus himself fasted. Before he broke his fast, Satan came to him and tempted him. The question is, where was he before the fast? Because you see, fasting and prayer attracts power. Each time you engage the power of fasting and prayer, you are engaging the weapon, one of the weapons of our warfare. So don't take fasting. Don't tell me, Pastor, I can't fast. It is not something you should even say. If you can't fast, what can you do? Eat is an attack. I congratulate everybody who has engaged in these 14 days. I was telling someone, I said, I'm carrying you people along in my fast. I would have done the 14 myself. I said, no, let me carry the church. Join me in what I'm doing. And when you stop, the bus is still moving. Why? Because the Bible says that we should bear the yoke in our youth. Bear the yoke. Now is the time to fast, though. Not when you are aging. Now. Somebody saw my video. Actually, my mom. She said, you have reduced. I laughed. I've reduced with result. I have result to show. Does that mean you cannot add to show result? We are different. Some people add and they are showing result. Does that mean going slimmer means you are fasting? No. Not everybody who is slim is fasting. Maybe some are not eating well. Maybe some don't have appetite. Maybe some are not the food type. But there are some things you cannot change until you engage the power of fasting and prayer. Somebody was having a marital issue. A serious marital issue. Of which I'm aware of. And the person told me, he said, Pastor, I went on 3 days dry fasting. After the 3rd day, it was like the pit of hell released the person's marriage. Hey, I beg you, take your marriage. Oh. We don't want to destroy it again. Anybody you see suffering disaster, check the person's prayer life and fasting life. That doesn't mean challenges will not come, but victory will come at the end of the day. I'm tired. It's because you don't fast. Me, I don't know what is happening. Because you don't have a prayer life. If you fast and pray, you will deal with demons. You see, there are some family where you are not supposed to be married for some time or to some period. It's a crime. Not because the woman you are married to is wicked or the man is wicked, because the demon that has sat on that family do not want people to settle. That's why you have to fast and pray. That's why you have to fast and pray. This evening I want to talk about giving. Giving. Somebody say giving. Yeah, giving. One thing you must seek to give, which some of you have done, is give your life to Jesus. When you give your life to Jesus, your destiny is changed forever. I'm not saying praying in the name of Jesus, because anybody can pray in the name of Jesus and get a result. Anything you ask the Father in my name. So anybody can use the name to access anything from the Father. That doesn't mean the person knows the personality that owns the name. I can give you my ATM card to go and take money if I give you the password. The password to the Father is Jesus. So accepting Jesus is to embrace the totality of his person. So that is one thing you have to give. You give your life to Jesus. You give your life to Jesus. Very important. If you don't give your life to Jesus, Jesus is not committed in your affair. Jesus is only committed in your affair when your life is in his care. Jesus is only committed in your affair when your life is in his hands. I keep telling some of my friends, not everybody I pray for, because some of them, they are the reason they are suffering what they are suffering. When they have strength, they can't be found in church. And when you look at the church today, almost everybody in church has a problem. Where were they when they had no problem? Where were they when they had no problem? Nowhere to be found. Please, we don't need Christians in church who are full of problems. We need Christians in church who are full of faith to worship God for who God is, not for bread and manna. So number one, you have to give your heart to Jesus. When you give your heart to Jesus, then your life is secure. It's so funny how we don't play with insurance. Car insurance, home insurance. People insure everything. Some even insure their life. But they don't insure their soul. And soul insurance can only be done with Jesus. Look at a man who went to insure his car but has not insured his soul, and gets involved in an accident and dies, and they pay for the insurance, but who pays for the insurance of his soul that was not insured? He has not insured his soul, but he has insured his car. He dies and they pay the family for insurance pending on what he has ticked. Maybe insurance, I'll insure my life if I die by accident, they will pay the family this amount. And that has happened. But he failed to insure his soul while he was alive. And a lot of people are living like that. Everything they own is insured except their own life. They insure everything. Spoon, insure cup, everything about them insured. You see, when you don't allow God to have your totality, it is risky. So, number one thing you have to give is to give your life to Jesus. I'm not saying coming to church, oh, giving your life to Jesus. Very important. Why do people have vim to maybe not do the things of God, but they have vim for other things? It's the devil. It's the devil. You can be there for 2 days, you have not eaten, but as soon as you say you want to fast, you can't even go 30. You can't go 30 minutes, you start feeling for food. It's the devil. It's very important that you give your life. Give your life to Jesus. Because if you didn't insure your car, you insure your soul. You have more hope than insuring your car and not insure your soul. For God so loved the world that he gave his only begotten Son, that whosoever will insure their life in his hands will not perish, but have what? Everlasting life. There is no insurance on earth that guarantee forever insurance, that if you insure your car is forever, will keep giving your family money until your generation is over. Nowhere. For God so loved the world that he gave his only begotten Son, that whosoever believe in him, insure their life in his hands, shall not perish. That means when you die physically, you are not dead. You've only changed destination. You've only put on mortality. You put it off. So give your life. Very important. Many people are giving to the world. They are not giving to Jesus. They give their time. They give their effort. They give everything. And they want to be buried when they die by the church. The church they don't come to. They want the church to bury them. The church they don't come to. They want the church to fight for them and stay by them. Church, we must give our life to Jesus. And giving your life to Jesus requires renewal. Every time you discover that you are going back in the things of God, you have to keep renewing your relationship. Very important. Very important. Pastor, you see, the reason why I don't come to church, it's my job. Oh, hey, Pastor, my work. Hey, Pastor, my work. Pastor, I don't rest. Oh, I'm always going to work. Wow, don't worry. When you fall sick and couldn't go to work for 3 months, they will employ, and that work you are killing yourself on, they will employ, in short, they will send you WhatsApp from home that don't come again, we'll employ another person. That same job. Pastor, it's not me. It's not me. Pastor, I swear God, it's not me. It's not me. I want to come. Oh. Pastor, it's my boss. Hey, Pastor, my boss is wicked, Papa. Hey, Pastor, we in our place, they don't allow us come to church on Sunday. Oh. My boss said we should come to work on Sunday morning. Don't worry. If something should happen to you, you couldn't go to work 1 week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, 4 weeks, 5 weeks, and they call you, you are still sounding, boss, my body. They'll tell you, Mommy, Charlie, I beg you, don't come again. We have employed another person. You now carry yourself and come to church. What shall I render? What shall I render? What shall I render to you, Lord? It's late. Don't come to God after Satan has stripped you of your opportunities. Bring your opportunities and your blessings to God. So give your life. Give your life. Very important that you give your life. Give your life because nothing is reliable. Hey, nothing is reliable. Nothing. They can give you visa. Visa. On a visa. They can stamp you visa today. You buy ticket. Go to Kotoka. Travel. You get to the country. And as you give them your passport, they tell you that visa you took from your country has been revoked. It has been revoked. It is no longer valid. So return to your country. Nothing is reliable. They can give you appointment later that you have been employed. Give you car, give you house. The day you are to resume, they will call you into the MD's office and say the appointment is cancelled. Give us the car key we give you. Give us the house. Meanwhile, you haven't also started using the car. Nothing is reliable. Only the grace of God is reliable. A lot has been put on the floor because they put trust in men. John 3:16. If God gave his son, you are to give your life to the son. Jesus didn't come to die because he has too much blood in his body, so he wants to throw some away. No. He didn't come to die because he's tired of heaven and he feels like changing location, so let him come to planet Earth to chill a little. No. He came for a mission, and that mission is that you have everlasting life. And how do you do that? By giving your life to him in exchange for his life. Everybody who was alive in 1870, they've all died. We are a new species, new generation. 100 years from now, all of us above 20 or 30 or 40, we will not all be alive. Let that sink. People that were here in 1830, they are all dead and gone. "100 years from now, 90% of everybody in this generation, 100 years from now, 90% will no longer be alive. Another generation will be born in between that will live again and go. Another will come if Jesus tarry. Don't use your generation to chase shadow. Chase Jesus.